I gave Jack and Al a day off today, just because they deserved it. And they're old. Both of them are below 30, but they got bodies that are below 40. Just
day off
barely.
They stay at home, or day off they don't?
Their bodies are 40 years old or a little less. You got that. Nobody's making any notes of this. This is good stuff.
I got Jack and Al having a day off.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
want?
All
Day
right.
off they stay at home, or?
No, they're here.
Okay.
Andres is not looking tired at all. I mean, is he okay? Coming up.
Yeah, they're fine. I'm fine with that. But I'll give all the vets a day off as we go along.
Who do you define as your vets right now?
I don't know. Somebody's played more than 3 years, I guess. How's that? Those are our veterans.
I'm sure that you've been asked, I've seen that you've been asked many, many Monte questions. How tough is it going to be? I mean, how tough is it when he's healthy, he's going to be dominating so much of what you guys do offensively? There's going to be such a big part of that. How tough is it to plan stuff here in training camp and then know that 2 months from now, you're really going to have to kind of readjust all that?
That's not hard at all. It's getting him back on the court. That's the hard thing. And we didn't anticipate this happening, so we didn't prepare ourselves, and so we're in a bit of a hole at the point guard. We anticipated him playing 35 minutes a game there. So now the backups are going to be starters and have to move up and play all those minutes, and we got to work our way through that. And that's really the hard part. It's not getting him back once he's healthy. There'll be a process once he comes back, how much he can do, and how good he's going to be. And I don't know the answers to any of those questions, but we'll have to go through all those situations.
Do you change what you run, the system that you
No, everything we do is anticipating that Monte would be in the lineup, and so he'll walk right back in things that he does well, that he can do.
So basically, whoever you slot in at point guard, be it CJ or Marcus or
they got to do Monte's job. Yes, they have to do Monte's job.
How difficult is that for them, though? Because obviously Monte's got skills that...
Well, they can do his job. They just can't. They have to do it differently. It's not that they're not good players. They don't have the ability to score like he does, but they do other things maybe a little better. So, Monte's a very good player, and we'll miss him till he comes back.
Are there some things that you specifically think that those guys do better than Monte?
Do I anticipate them doing better?
What specific things do they do better?
Pass. Maybe defend on occasion. CJ, right now it's his starting job to lose. I think he's the best point guard in camp right now. And so I've got him penciled in there, but there's still a long way to go. This is all early, and he's done a very good job.
I didn't get a chance to ask you this, so I apologize for being in catch-up mode. But it seems like one of the things that troubled you guys the last couple of years is not being able to stop an opposition's run. If they get 8, 10, 12 points, you guys just can't get a bucket back and break that up. Is that going to be one of the best parts about having Corey Maggette here as a guy you can give the ball to, and he will, almost always be able to at least get to the line, stop the momentum, and kind of break that thing up?
Well, the momentum stops have to be defensively. I don't think you stop them offensively. So the focus of this camp is, and has been, 100% defense. Only thing we put in is things that we're going to be defending. So some of the things that we run. But I've yet really to put in any offense except our fast break. And we'll continue along with that. We're going as slow as we possibly can because we're so young. And the defensive stops, I didn't know that we had that much trouble. I thought we held our own last year in that, but If you say that, I won't argue with you. I'm sure you have it backed up with a lot of stats.
I can dig them out if you'd
I
like.
bet you can. I don't, again, I think it's those things have to be handled defensively.
What has Corey brought for you guys? Has there been anything that surprised you about what you've seen?
He's a heck of an NBA player who plays the 3, 2, and I think even if I need him a little 4 on occasion. Watch it, bub.
I'm sorry.
Just a guy that's hard to guard. I think you do very well in our system, and he did pretty well in Mike's system.
One of the knocks on him in LA was that he didn't play defense. How has he been at that?
We're used to that around here.
Is he average on this team?
Yes.
defensively?
Yes, he's not a poor defender. He's like most pros. It's there. You just got to get it out, dig it out. But we're very used to Baron Davis, being a very excellent defender. And when he tightened things up, he couldn't do it for as many minutes as he played, but he could guard anybody for short periods of time and really do a great job. We don't have that presence anymore.
Does Turioff bring a defensive end? Turioff, defensively, what does he bring to your team?
He can block some shots, he's a backup, our backup center, so we're happy to have him. He gives a little more size than we had, and will be a little more traditional in that regard, that I won't have to play Al at 5 as much. And so we're actually working Al in at the 4 and 3 more, and haven't really played him that much at 5. I'll do that occasionally, but right now we're kind of a traditional team that way. 5s are 5s, 4s are 4s, 3s are 3s, 2s are 2s, and 1s are 1s.
Going back for 1 second, you were talking about Baron having that ability to lock down for a few minutes. Given that you don't have that, how do you compensate?
Team defense. That's the only thing you have. If you can't stop a man individually, you have to have a good supporting cast.
Well, everyone's really been out here practicing hard, doing the right things. Coach gave a couple of other veteran guys some days off, which they needed. I guess I'm the only veteran guy out here helping the young guys, but it's all good because the young guys are getting very, very talented. They're working extremely hard, and we're starting to produce in practice.
Nelly was joking that we're not a very good defensive team, but that your knock on you in LA was you didn't play much defense, but he seems to think you're a pretty good defender.
I think I'm a good defender. I don't know what Dunleavy was talking about. No, I was just playing. But sometimes you have slacks on defense, and then you can get that characteristics of, what you're doing. But my step in here is to come out here and play extremely hard on both ends of the floor. And I think our team has really been doing a good job. We're getting better at learning the different offensive sets as well as the defensive set. So we're gonna get better as time goes on.
Does it matter to you whether you play the 3 or the 2 with Jack?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you do statistic-wise, I think Jack is a natural too because he's a great shooter. I'm like kind of the rugged, strong guy driving to the basket. But I mean, like I said before, when I came here, is whatever they need me to do to help this team win.
Is that something you think you can help this team with, driving to the bucket, getting to the line?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that Golden State really don't have. There's a few guys going to the line, and they can also shoot a better percentage from the line, which will help them out. That's my job, to come in here, attack the basket, get to the free throw line, get to other opponents in foul trouble, and go to the free throw line and make it.
Defensive sets that they've been putting in the last couple of days, how different is that?
It's not. You know what? I mean, especially with Dunleavy being such a defensive guy, I mean, I'm fitting in great with it because I know the defensive rotation is the way it's supposed to be ran. So it gives me opportunities to help some of the guys that really don't know the sets like that. So it's really fitting in well.
For the most part, I'm assuming you mean the younger guys
Yeah,
that
the
don't
young
have a
guys.
lot.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have too much experience in it, but just learning the whole 2.9 and legal defensive things is just what really we're trying to get the young guys to understand now.
That's Jack yesterday. Now 3 days of training camp, then scrimmaging at night. Is there anyone that's standing out in your opinion?
Well, honestly, myself. I think Jack and Al is really playing great. Beatrice, he's playing well. We have a couple of young guys. DeMar Johnson's playing good. We have Bellinelli is shooting the ball extremely well. Anthony Morrow and Anthony Randolph is really doing a great job as well. I think everyone is really just kept coming out here to compete, and that's what it's about. I think that's what Nelly strives on, is guys coming out here to compete. And you know, if we do that, we're gonna be okay.
You're gonna ask Barron tonight what he thought about his first practice?
Yeah, I'm about to call him right now. See what he thought about it. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun.
I know you were joking about Dunleavy, but I mean, do you feel like that was not? You feel like that was an overblown criticism of your defense in LA?
I think so. I mean, if you look in the league, I look at it, you know, any way you can look at it as well. But there's only a couple great defenders in this league. I think Bruce Bourne is pretty much the best one. Ron Artest is another guy that plays extremely hard on the defensive end. And then you got your natural big man who's some good shot blockers here and there. But, you know, some guys are built to score, some guys are built to play D. I think, you know, it's the guys in the middle that play well both ends. But, you know, me, I'm really just trying to fit in and do the right things. And I think, especially with defense, it just takes about, you know, knowing a different rotation, your angle cuts the right way. And I know I can get better at that. As a defender, I need to get better at playing my angles better, which I'm going to do this year.
Nelly mentioned that without BD here, there is no real lockdown defender, and that you guys have to make up for that with your help and with. I mean, do you feel like this team is capable of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we've really been doing and concentrate on practice is building a wall inside the paint. So we're not letting guys drive to the paint and score easily. So if you get beat individually, we're going to have some help. We're going to have 2 or 3 guys really helping out, and we got to help the other guys. So it's kind of like a string. You pulling each guy on the string, one guy get beat, the next guy rotates and fills their position, the next guy rotates and fills position. It's actually the same type of concept which Dunleavy did, which, you know, coming to a different team is preparation-wise. It helps me out because I understand the way it's supposed to be.